Welcome back to the Nugget Podcast, guys.
What is up, my fellows?
So, today we're going to be talking about the history of Wicca.
Oh yeah, this Wicca,
Sorry,
low key. I don't really know what to say about this because it's low key like a controversial religion, especially in like the witchcraft community.
I'm kind of making this like a series right now of talking about different
different pagan religions, and like practices of witchcraft and stuff. Witches on witchcraft. That's what we should name it.
Yes.
So fire.
Basically, this is like a modern, I don't know, neo-pagan religion that
neo-pagan,
yeah, religion that started like in England during the early 20th century or so. Basically, it draws inspiration from
Wicca is like a nature-based kind of spirituality, and it draws like a lot of its practices from like older ancient pagan beliefs and magic practices.
Yeah, it's not so Wicca itself isn't really like an ancient religion, more of like a modern one.
Yeah, but it draws inspiration from like ancient religions.
Yeah. So basically, this religion developed within like secretive covens in England. It was one of the most like influential in New Forest Coven, which is more active by 1939. Wicca became like known by the public in the 1950s, and it was because of the efforts of someone named Gerald Gardner. He claims he had been like initiated into this coven. The writings helped establish what became known as the Gardnerian.
Wait. Gardnerian Wicca. I've low-key never heard of that before. So
honestly, we probably should do some research on that too.
Yes, cause like I guess I know like the basics of Wicca, but like the history, you know.
Yeah, my
like not a lot of people know that.
My mother is actually Wicca, basically. She doesn't necessarily consider herself Wicca, but I mean it's kind of there. Like you can kind of see it.
Like she has those practices, you know. She does that kind of stuff.
She told me when she was about our age, she really practiced, even though her mom was or my grandma was Jehovah's Witness and shit. So scary. She told me that she had tarot cards like I do when she was younger, but she doesn't know if my aunt or my grandma took them. So
low key, the grandma probably took them.
Low key. So basically, several important priestesses and practitioners, including Doreen, I can't pronounce her last name.
Doreen Valiente.
Yeah,
I think
Patricia Crowther and Eleanor Bone helped spread Wicca throughout like Britain and later to other English-speaking countries during the 1960s. Which honestly, that sounds kind of cool. Like imagine
isn't this like more? I mean, a dude started this, but isn't this like a more like a woman dominated religion?
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of what witchcraft kind of is. You know, it's more women dominated. Yeah. There are guys who practice witchcraft as well, but I feel like
but they're like very few and far in between.
Yeah, I feel like it's more women though, and like there's other influential figures such as Robert Coltrane, sorry. Sybil Leek and Alex Sanders developed in like their own traditions, while organizations like the Witchcraft Research Association promoted the study and practice of modern witchcraft. Which, to me, I don't know. I feel like this is more like this was more chill to compared to like
this is more what?
This is more like because freaking people are actually promoting fucking witchcraft research and modern practice.
Oh yeah.
Like during that time.
Honestly, this is like shocking to hear that like during this time like people are actually researching things, because a lot of people were just like ignorant to these kind of things, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I feel
Like,
people are still ignorant to it. They don't do their own research. They
yeah.
don't understand
But
it.
it was like really bad, especially back then, because people were like hung for being a witch, you know, being
Oh yeah,
practicing. That was kind of religions.
yeah. I mean, people joke about it and whatever. Like, today there's jokes and
Yeah.
jokes and jokes, but it's like it's an actual serious thing.
Yes. I don't know. Like, I don't want to make comparisons because that could be seen as insensitive, but like when you're making jokes about like something that bad that happened to someone like throughout history of that group of people, it's just
Yeah,
like it doesn't sit right, you know?
it really doesn't. We'll probably get more into that in like maybe a later video. I'm not 100% sure yet, but
Yeah.
in like the beginning of 1970s, authors such as Paul Hewson, Scott Cunningham, and Stuart and Janet Farrar published books
Ferrari.
that made like Wicca more accessible. These works encouraged like solitary practice and self initiation, contributing to like rapid growth of like the religion's popularity by the 1990s. Wicca had become like widely recognized through books, films, and television, particularly among like younger audiences.
Oh, yeah, honestly, I would like to say that a Wicca and other like spiritual practices, they've been like amplified, like more people have started practicing them when like social media and stuff like that started becoming bigger, you know?
Yeah, but
And so it
also
could reach younger audiences.
Yeah, but also if you think about it too, freaking I feel like Hollywood makes it like more or like
I
makes
don't
it seem more like evil.
I mean, I think that's other kinds of witchcraft, because with Wicca, it's seen as more like a hippie thing. You get me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that's how a lot of people view Wicca. So I remember the only, well, not the only, but like one of the only ones I can remember of like Wiccan representation is that one girl from the Orange is the New Black. I think that's what it's called. Oh, I forgot her name, but she's a Wiccan, but she's seen as like she's portrayed as like a hippie, you know.
I don't think I've seen that, but I mean I really
It's
watched
a
it.
good show, but it's not very child appropriate, guys.
Okay, so we're gonna get into this next part. I mean, it's a little deep, not that bad, but basically, the European and American witch trials of like the 16th to 17th centuries were like often associated with Wicca, and like historians emphasize that they are not the same thing. During this period, widespread fear, religious conflict, crop failures, wars, and disease led to accusations of witchcraft between 40,000 and 60,000 people were executed after being accused of practicing witchcraft. Many confessed only after torture or extreme pressure. Modern historians overwhelmingly agree that there is no credible evidence that those executed
Well, holy
were
voice crack, what the heck?
I heard that were members of an organized pagan religion or practiced the religion known as Wicca, which is kind of crazy to me. Like, fuck, bro.
Yeah. Not that many people. I feel like most of these people weren't even like that. It's just like they didn't really practice any sort of craft, but rather people just like, fuck you, you're a witch, die, you know.
Yeah,
And also like a lot of like pagan religions, it's more of like now in like witchcraft. There's like it was never really organized back then, you know.
yeah,
So it's more of like now people have started putting labels on it, like Wicca, you know.
yeah. So basically, Dorothy Good. This is just kind of like this is just kind of a fun fact right here. She was the youngest person arrested and imprisoned at age 4. Her infant sister Mercy Good was born in prison and died. There was
Oh yeah.
yeah,
I think she was like accused with her mother, no?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this is kind of like a deep type subject too, like witchcraft and stuff,
No,
because like
that's so sad because like her dad, the one who actually accused her mother and got them both sent to jail, what's it called? He ended up getting money out of it.
I mean that's probably why he did it.
And
Thinking about it,
yeah. Like
I
he
mean,
sued because his freaking wife and daughter died. Like, dude, that's your own doing.
yeah. I mean, if he didn't accuse them, I feel like they would have lived longer.
Yeah.
Um,
Only religious psychosis.
I feel like too,
Uh,
especially like now in like 2026, it's like people. I feel like people are weird about it. Like we've had friends who like
yeah.
got weird about it.
Yeah, and there's like a lot of microaggressions, if not macroaggressions, that I've like had to deal with from people.
Yeah, literally just today. I'm gonna say this right now. I woke up this morning and I opened up TikTok and I looked on Indigo's freaking TikTok. Someone commented about our religion not being real and shit, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yes. No, bro. And there was another Christian on my other like another video I had made talking about some Jesus loves you.
Oh my
Ew, get
god.
away from me, bro. I don't love him back. Tell him to back off, please.
Yes, bro.
Uh, like I
Anyways,
can't.
yeah. So this is kind of like this is like the witchy cult's hypothesis. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Hypothesis.
Hypothesis. I can't pronounce words today, guys. Who
Like guacamole, dude.
Um, basically, one idea that like strongly influenced the development of like Wicca was the witch cult hype. I can't pronounce that. In the 19th century, scholars such as
Hypothesis.
in the 19th century, scholars such as Carl Ernest Jarque, Franz Joseph
Jark.
Jark, Franz Fron. I can't pronounce his name. Oh my
What
fucking
is with
god.
these names? Oh my gosh, what's going on?
Joseph Mon, and Jules Michelet suggested that the people accused during the witch trials and had belonged to a secret ancient pagan religion that survived underground after Christianity spread through Europe. I'm gonna say this right now.
Mm.
Christianity is such like a dominant like
Like
religion.
that's the dominant religion almost everywhere, except I want to say like the Middle East.
Yeah. One idea that like strongly influenced the development. What the hell? Hold on. Something just happened. Oh, I fucked it up. Sorry. So this theory became like the most influential through the work of Margaret Murray, especially in the 1920s and 1930s. Murray argued that the accused witches were members of the surviving fertility religion whose practices had been misunderstood by Christian authorities. She believed many of the confessions reported during the witch trials represented disoriented versions of ancient pagan rituals.
I swear.
Like,
No, bro. That's so sad because it's like the reason why people confess to that is because they wouldn't like people wouldn't believe it regardless of
I
whether
feel
or
like
not.
I feel like too they like only confessed so like they thought like this would end. Like they wanted their suffering
Yes.
to end. Cause guys,
Yeah.
like this is
There's really like once you're accused, there's really no fighting it, especially if you're a woman.
Yeah, like crazy thing too. The Salem witch trials only ended because a governor's wife was accused. That was the only
Yeah.
reason why it ended.
They don't care until it affects them.
Exactly. I feel like too, like watching Hollywood movies, like the movies Hollywood puts out and shit. Like I feel like those are
Yeah.
very like those are extremely freaking what's it called?
Like
Exagger
offensive.
more like exaggerated. It's only
Or
offensive if
yeah.
somebody says something. Then it's offensive.
Y- Yeah. It's very inaccurate too because no one actually takes their time to do their research because frankly they
I
just
mean,
want
it's
to
Hollywood, man.
portray these they just want to portray these stereotypes, you know,
Yeah. There's
and they're
a
just very harmful.
hold on. There was a movie that I watched with my sister, my mother, and or both my sisters, my mother, and me. We all watched it when my older sister came home. I'm trying to find the movie, but it had like blood magic in it and shit. Um,
Mm.
it was
I
very
don't
fucked up.
I hate how that's portrayed as like that's what all witches do, you know, that's like the normal for
Yeah,
witches. But it's really that's honestly like more of a smaller group of people inside witchcraft. I mean, I personally don't do that, but
yeah. I mean, I don't. I would never fuck with blood magic. Like, if that's somebody's, if you want to practice blood magic. Just be careful. I'm not gonna tell
yeah,
you.
practice safety, guys.
I got so pissed off at my sister because she was saying some shit, and then I decided to throw a Bible quote at her because she's Christian
I'm
as well.
crying.
Oh, weapons. That's what it's called. I don't know if y'all will know this movie. Weapons. It's so basically when all but one child when when all but one child from the same class vanished in the same night at 2:17 a.m. A community is left questioning who is behind their disappearances. It has like blood magic in it and shit, and it's just like. And when I
Mm.
said shit like, "Oh, I would never mess with that," my older sister, she's like, "Oh, magic is black man shit." Like the fuck.
Yeah,
But
it's like there's a lot of misrepresentation that leads people to believe stuff like that, you know, is just not true.
yeah, but anyways, back on topic. Here we go. For example,
Ah,
Murray suggested that acts described as harmful curses may originally have been like fertility rites intended to like bless corpses or livestock. She argued that centuries of
but crops, girl, where you get corpses from?
I don't know. I don't know why I read that as corpses. Anyways, she argued that centuries of I cannot say that fucking word.
Persecution.
Yeah, had caused the original meanings of these rituals to become like confused or forgotten.
Yes. Also, I would like to take a pause here. I would like to take a pause here and say, like, native culture and native practices, like Native American practices, are considered taboo to Western culture because they've been like misinterpreted and they're now like seen as bad when that's not the intention at all, you know?
Yeah, I
But
I
I'm
feel
trying to
like
think of one in specific, but I can't.
there's one. I feel like too now whatever like the Native Americans were practicing. Like I feel like people would maybe try to consider that like witchcraft or some shit.
Yes. Oh, you know what? I think Santeria, wait, hold on, is a kind of it's like Cuban. So basically, Santeria is like Roman Catholicism and like the Cuban religion before the colonization of Cuba. It's kind of, hold on, it kind of encompasses like witchcraft too,
Yeah, so
you know.
I feel like witchcraft too is basically in everything. Like even there are Christian witches. Let's be so that that's real
Yeah.
quick. There are a such thing as Christian witches. Um, there's
Honestly, it's very contradictory, but
I mean
let's just.
you do you, boo. You know.
Yeah, that's not me. That's you.
But alright, let's get back on topic here. So basically, today the witch cult is considered discredited by like nearly all professional historians and shit. Extensive research has found no convincing evidence that a single organized pre-Christian witch religion survived into like early modern periods. However, Murray's idea had like a profound influence on like the founders of Wicca. Even though historians reject her conclusions, her writings inspired many early Wiccans to and helped shape like Wicca's beliefs, rituals, and understanding of witchcraft.
Mm.
which is, I mean, pretty badass, I guess, bro.
Oh yeah.
I think the conclusion of this video is basically Wicca is like a modern religion founded in like the 20th century and shit that combines like elements of ancient pagan religions or traditions, folklore, ceremonial magic, and nature spirituality. Well, it
Yeah.
was inspired in like part by theories that witches represented survivors of like ancient pagan religions. Modern
Mm.
scholarship does not support those theories. Instead, Wicca is best understood as like a contemporary, correct, religion that honors nature,
Yeah.
celebrates seasonal festivals, and incorporates ideas from both historical traditions and modern spiritual movements.
Yeah, but before we end the video, I would also like because we just went down through the history. I want to go just do like a simple rundown of what the actual practices are because a
Yeah.
lot of people seem to be like confused about that, you know.
Yeah.
So basically, the core beliefs of the theology is, what's it called? They worship the moon, like the moon or a mother goddess, and the horned god of the forest, which the moon goddess is the feminine god, the lady, and then the horned god is the lord. A known ethical code is if it harm none, do what you will, which forbids placing curses or bringing harm unto others. So it's like a very like um kind of like peaceful religion, you know, it's actually more spiritual than anything.
Yeah.
Um and the threefold law is also very um important. The belief that whatever energy a person puts out into the world, whether good or bad, will return to them in a threefold. So essentially they believe in karma, but like X3, you know.
Yeah, that's what kind of gave it away that my mother is Wicca. Is Wiccan.
Yeah, and magic, a lot of the followers, they who call themselves witches use ritual magic, herbalism, and spells to promote healing and positive change. I feel like that's why people think it's like a hippie religion because of that kind of stuff. My
Yeah.
dad thinks it is. Yeah. The Wheel of the Year, um, the Wheel of the Year is like seasonal festivals in which that people worship the god, the lady and the lord.
Yeah.
There's different names for it, but like I'm not doing all that. Uh yeah. And rituals, I've actually seen like a lot of Wiccans, they have like a community or a coven that they do like rituals in and like gather in, which is pretty cool. That's essentially I want to say that's kind of like a church, you know? Like
Kind of.
how Christians gather in church.
Yeah. I mean,
So yeah,
alright. Well, that is the end of
that
today's
is all.
video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below. I think we are gonna
Oh
do some
yeah.
shout outs for those who
Oh
comment.
yeah, join the Discord, join the Discord.
Yes, yes, join the
We don't
fucking
we don't have
Discord.
friends. Uh
Alright. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.